Today on Brett's Brain, we're going to talk about how to set a valuation when you're raising a round of capital. And my number one piece of advice is don't set a valuation before you start fundraising or before you have anybody committed. It's okay to have an idea in your head of where you want to land and how you're thinking about it. But if you put a page on your deck that says we're raising at a $5 million pre-money valuation, all that might do is turn an investor off because they might read it and say, oh, they're too early. They're not worth that much. But that same investor, once you have 75% of your round committed, might have a different tune in their head now that the market is saying that you are worth $5 million or $10 million or whatever you had in there. But if they've already told you no, they're not going to come back in. So you're only doing yourself a disservice if you set a valuation and pitch a valuation early on. As an investor, I should be worried about your business and about you as founders, not about what you're raising at. And as long as that valuation ends up being fair, I'm probably going to invest. The best way to do it is to work with whoever becomes your lead investor, and that could look like very different things depending on what round you're raising. Negotiate with that person and come with a valuation that's fair for both you and for them. You want everybody to be happy when you close a financing round, and then go back to everybody else that's committed based on a valuation that's fair and finish your round out. But don't go out pitching a valuation. All that's going to do is create speed humps for you and other things that you're going to have to overcome early on. And rather than having to explain a valuation to an investor, you can now explain your business and get them bought in on you and get them bought in on the thing that you're building, not on what you're worth on paper right now. So don't pitch valuations early until you have a term sheet or until you have a valuation set with a firm, committed investor.